Good morning, children. Happy Sabbath. So, how many people know that there's a war going on? Yes. Today we're going to have a little story about how the war is affecting some of the children in the Ukraine. Mother, cried Horace angrily, why did you let those little children, those little refugee children, come and stay in our house? I don't think they'll bother us too much, said Mother. I rather like them. They're different and interesting. We shall learn a lot from them. I don't want to learn anything from them, cried Horace, and I don't want them in this house. Why, Mother, they will touch all of my things. They'll break my toys and smash my electric train. I know they will. Oh, it's terrible. Please send them away, Mother. But where shall we send them? Send them back to their homes, of course. But maybe they haven't any homes. Maybe their homes are all blown to pieces. Horace looked thoughtfully for a moment. Well then, why don't their mothers take care of them? They would like to, but they can't, said Mother. Their mothers are very sad that they cannot have their children with them. You see, dear, it's very, very dangerous. So we have been asked to mind their children for a little while until things get better. But Mother, do you want these children running all over our house and spoiling everything? Well, I didn't at first, said Mother. But I don't mind now. It's such a little for us to do, while others, hundreds, even thousands, are losing everything they have. And do you know, Horace, something I read the other day helped me a great deal. What was that? Horace asked. Oh, it was just a little story, darling. Such a sad little story. It's enough to make you cry. Tell me about it. It happened during the invasion of Ukraine. The people were fleeing from their homes and hurrying westward toward Poland. In a little town, there was a poor mother with her two little children. One was 5 and the other was 8. They hurried away from their home just as fast as they could and crossed a bridge over the river. Just as they reached the other side, the mother remembered that she had forgotten her identification papers, the papers that tell where you are, who you are. It tells all about, and the police will know who you are. And so the mother decided that she better go back and get the papers. And she left the children there just for a few minutes. She dashed back home, and she found the papers. And just a few minutes later, she dashed back to the bridge, but she only got as far as the bridge. Just then there was a terrific explosion, and the bridge suddenly collapsed into the river, and it was a very big river. It wasn't a river Mother could get across. It had been blown up by the Russian soldiers. The poor mother could see her 2 precious little children on the other side of the river, but she could not get to them. She was so worried and so frightened that she went raving mad. Mother paused and noticed a tear in Horace's eye. Ever since I read that story, she said, I have thought about those poor children, lonely little children, unable to go back because of the broken bridge behind them, lost in the crowd of fleeing, terror-stricken people, and wandering on and on and on, looking for mother and home, but never finding them. I know that if I should meet them someday, I would want to take them into my home and love them. Wouldn't you, Horace? I know you would. Oh, surely, said Horace. I wish we could find them, don't you? I do, said Mother. How we would look after them, wouldn't we, Horace? But as we can't find them, I thought we would do our little bit by looking after these other children who need help too. I see, said Horace. Maybe some bridges have fallen down behind them. Yes, they have. They can never get back to the way of life they knew before. Everything will be different after this, and just for a little while we have a chance to make them happy. Shall we try? Yes, of course we will, said Horace. I thought you would say that, said Mother, and what a blessing we shall get out of it ourselves. Horace had decided to become unselfish, didn't he? Now he was thinking maybe he could share his love and his things with those people. And do you know that Jesus said that one day that he was talking to people that had helped take care of the sick folk and the prisoners, and he said, whoever cared for them and helped them, to find their way home, he said that one day I will welcome you. Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For if you did it for one of these poor people, it was just like doing it for me. That's the end of our story, children. Let's always remember to be unselfish and help people.